Welcome, 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 collectives. My name is Ora-gen, and this is the Ora-gen Channel. I want to welcome you back for another reading, another message on this most excellent Thursday, July 24th of 2025. You might be seeing 2425 or 425 in the energy 222, 444, or 2222. Guys, 9:49 a.m. on the clock as I begin the message today. And definitely, if you are seeing any combination of these numbers around you in the energy, please do check the angel number and gematria number meanings. Okay, guys, so I'm going to be fixing my coffee because I'm at the start of my day. So you're going to hear me doing some, once again, more coffee ASMR. But I wanted to jump on here and at least begin talking about this download. Now, I actually received this download yesterday. So that would be 7/23/25 at 8:43 a.m. Okay. So that's when I recorded everything down, wrote it down so that way I could share it. But this one is wild, guys. Big shout out to the subscribers of the channel, by the way, and those who are checking the channel out for the first time. Just want to send love and light to you on this day, especially if this message resonates. So, guys, I got some messaging about a backplane. And even though I did some basic studies here, like in school or whatever, associated with electrical things many, many, many years ago, it was another lifetime ago, I didn't remember backplanes. I don't know if that's something, I think we did talk about it, but it's something that kind of I wouldn't have remembered, right? Because I'm not utilizing that these days in my life or in my career. So it was interesting when I got this download or this message about backplanes. I was like, what the heck is that? Or what is this referencing? So as I did more research, what I discovered is that backplanes in a server context, okay, so we're talking about circuitry and electrical things, is a crucial electrical connector system that links multiple circuit boards, allowing them to function as a single unit, guys. It acts as a central bus, providing the pathways for communication and power distribution between different components like processors, memory, and expansion cards. Essentially, it's the backbone that enables a server to perform its various functions. Okay, so the way that a backplane bus might look is like a printed circuit board that has the multiple connectors in a parallel, in a row, going parallel. And these connectors are a way for other circuit boards to be inserted or connected, which are often called daughter boards, okay? So backplanes are designed to facilitate communication and data transfer between these connected boards. These include power distribution and signal routing, which enables various components to work together seamlessly. So long and short, I was like, what the heck? Why am I getting a download about backplanes, right? So something here about an entire server that is set up as a base server, which provides pathways for communication and power distribution between different components. So this allows everything to function as a single unit. So it connects. Everything is connecting on the backplane. Are you guys starting to get what I'm throwing down here? Then part of the download was speaking about the number 808. So I did an overview of 808. So the number 808 is primarily associated with the area code for the state of Hawaii. So there might be something here with someone who's viewing the channel from Hawaii. Okay. They kind of put out an energetic SOS, or it might be some energy emanating from Hawaii. I don't know. Hawaii and its encompassing islands. Okay. Now, as an angel number, it's believed to carry a message of guidance and positive energy. So 808 could also be like a helpline or something that's based out of Hawaii as well. So spiritually, the significance is in numerology, a positive sign of abundance, wealth, and potential for spiritual growth. It can be interpreted as a message of guidance, encouragement, and support from the spiritual realm. Angel number 808 is believed to signify that you are making wise decisions and heading in the right direction. So then when I put all this together and I needed some time to just sit with this one. I was like, this is wild. We got Hawaii and the surrounding islands. We've got a backplane or some sort of connection that connects a bunch of components to send energy, okay, and to process things and to process and send power as well. And then we had the number 808, which is a spiritual number associated with abundance, wealth, potential for growth, and support from the spiritual realm. Now, what I want to share with you. While I was away on my trip to Cancun, and I don't know, for some of you who know, there's been a lot more anomalies. Yeah, I just saw a butterfly, guys. Somebody might be seeing butterflies, but there's a lot of spiritual anomalies happening right now. And in Mexico, there's a lot of like UAP sightings and different things going on there. While I was there, I was taking a picture from my balcony, and some things showed up in the picture after I went back and looked at it. I had to do a double take and I had to enhance the picture a little bit, but I caught some things on camera too. I'll just put it that way. I'll just leave it there. So what I recognize is that this download came in after that. I think it might have even been a day after. Right. So okay. So sorry guys, I just got a text. So there is something going on here with a spiritual backplane. That's what I was able to discern from the download. There's some sort of spiritual backplane that is being set up or is already set up that is connecting certain important components together and allowing them to function as a single unit, guys. This is wild. Like, so what this is telling me, wow, confirmation. What this is telling me is that there's something going on right now where basically, like, you know, there's a universal motherboard of some kind, and there's all these beings that are attached on this universal motherboard. And there is electrical frequency or signal or universal code or something that is moving along this motherboard that is providing power to all of these different beings or components that are part of this backplane, this spiritual backplane. Something is being activated at this time. That's what I'm picking up from the download. And that's why I got the example of the backplane. It was to give a visual on what this is, like almost like a spiritual schematic. So it looks like all of these beings that are connected, human and otherwise, that all have and I'm seeing a rainbow here as well too. This is wild. That have like a common interest or goal, or will have a common interest or goal, the way they're going to work towards something, are being given energy, power, some sort of function that causes them to work as a single unit. So they're working as one at something. And when I'm picking up, some of these energies associated with this backplane may not even know that they're part of it. I spoke with a person the other day about energies that are actually kind of like, kind of like sleepers, if you know what I'm saying. They're spiritual sleepers. So they're here and they're living their life and doing their thing. And then at some point they awaken, they get activated by something and they move into their cause. What I'm seeing here is that Spirit is saying there are a bunch of energies and entities here right now that are on the same team and that are about to be activated or awakened to move into action. Now, for those of you who resonate with today's message, you might be part of that team. And that's the download I'm getting. And I'm getting goosebumps, like tons of goosebumps as I share this information. So, guys, there's something really powerful in today's message. Do not sleep on today's message. I'm going to pull some cards to understand a little bit more about the backplane, who's associated with it, and maybe a little bit more about what it is they're here to do. Those who are associated with this spiritual connection, this connector board that allows all of these entities, beings, to function as one, a single unit. So they have a single cause that they are here to help with. So I'm going to pull some cards so we can understand a little bit more about that. But whatever is going on here, 808, guys, this could either be something having to do with a region in or around Hawaii. Somebody could be watching the channel from that region. Also, if you resonate, don't even worry about that. If this is your message, you'll feel resonated toward it. You don't have to resonate with the region of Hawaii. But I am picking up that there might be something here about that. And also 808, support from the spiritual realm. Okay, so this has something to do with the spiritual realm. This is a spiritual backplane that is connecting a bunch of entities and energies that will be basically a switch flipped on and they're going to go into motion. That's basically what I'm picking up. Okay, so I'm going to move over into the second half of the video. Definitely. Please join me over there. Stick with me so we can learn a little bit more about who is involved with the spiritual backplane. Okay, guys, welcome back to the second half. So what I did was I did a little pre-pull here because I definitely wanted to understand just a little bit more about the base energy associated with today's reading. This is heavy, guys. Wow. We're just going to put a little Palo Santo into the air. There we go. Okay. So from what I can see from the pre-pull here with the tarot, it looks like we have some energies here that are kind of in a last stand type energy. Because we have the Nine of Wands here. Somebody is in a last stand kind of energy, like they're ready for battle or battle weary. But somebody I pick up is like ready for the challenge. They're in battle stance and ready to go. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles in the upright right after that. So it looks like that's what they're battling over, is something associated with Ace of Pentacles energy. Something that is a massive accomplishment, or Ace of Cups. I'm sorry, it's interesting I said Ace of Pentacles. It's Ace of Cups energy. Something that's like a massive reward or a massive manifestation or accomplishment. It is the Ace of Cups. There's something going on here with that Ace of Cups and somebody in like a last dance or battle formation about this, okay? So the Ace of Cups might represent like whatever this backplane is getting activated about, okay? Whatever it's meant to defend or work towards or help move things in a certain direction about, that might be associated with this Ace of Cups energy. And then what we had was we had the Seven of Pentacles. So we have earth sign energy on the table. Somebody wanted like a lack of results, okay, for whatever hard work that was happening here. They wanted that inverted. They did not want to see things progress and move forward, okay, or they don't want to see something activated. Okay, this group that's ready to go, ready to battle, last stand, they don't, it's for the Ace of Cups. They don't want that activated. So who's they might be the question that you'd ask. So we have the Hierophant pop out next. Now, definitely the Hierophant is in the upright. I might think something like, oh, okay, well, maybe it's a, you know, a group, an organization that doesn't want something to happen. It's possible that that's the case. But also because it's in the upright, you know, there could be something here about an energy of the unexpected associated with a group, organization, or something having to do with like societal or systemic structure. Something unexpected is coming in the upright. So it might be here to assist these groups that are being activated at this time. Then we have the King of Pentacles on the table in the upright, or the Knight. Wow. We have the Knight of Pentacles, okay? The Emperor is coming next. That's probably what I'm thinking about. But the Knight of Pentacles, representing like some sort of productivity. Somebody is coming, or something unexpected is coming, that is going to help move things forward, or flip a switch, trigger something, put something into action. You see that? Is somebody unexpected, or energies that are unexpected that are basically going to join the team, so to speak, that are going to move something into action. That is what I'm picking up. Okay? And this has to do with, you know, some sort of hard work, something that they're going to do. Earth sign and air sign on the table. This could be an earth sign or an air sign. Take the energy as it resonates. That is coming in to assist these groups that are about to be activated. I'm also picking up Emperor energy in the upright. This could be somebody who is in a position of leadership, who is respected by others, or an energy that's respected by these groups that are about to be activated. Okay? Somebody in a position of leadership, or somebody who will step forward and become a leader, is going to activate or trigger this whole backplane, spiritual backplane, and all of these entities, beings, energies that are associated with it will be triggered by this Emperor-like energy. So there's somebody associated with Hierophant energy and Emperor energy that is going to get something into motion here. Okay? And then we have the Page of Pentacles in the upright. So a lot of pentacles on the table here. We have 3 cards here out of 7. So it could be something here that helps to finance something, or helps to promote abundance going on here as well. Although the Seven of Pentacles is in reverse, that is because somebody doesn't want someone to be able to do something, not because that's going to happen. Whatever that is, there's some support and some help coming in from an Emperor energy who's in a position of leadership, who's going to get something in motion with this group. So this is going to create a manifestation, something, a big opportunity, something is getting ready to pop off, okay, because of somebody's ambition, their desire, their diligence. They're coming in that energy to create a start to something, or to get something in motion. Maybe something was stalled out before, okay? Maybe something was stalled out. They're going to help get it in motion. So what I'm picking up here, guys, just from the pre-poll, something is about to be triggered or activated due to an energy stepping forward in a leadership position. Might be the start of this backplane, this spiritual connection of beings getting activated. So now let's ask some questions about, like, you know, what they're getting activated to do. Okay. So let's go into the Truth Oracle and see what's here. Spirit, what is this? What is this group getting activated to do? Can you tell us the truth on what this group is being activated to do? Wow, Hope wanted to pop out. Let's see if it pops out again. Because it definitely wanted to pop out. All right. What is this group getting activated to do? Thank you, Spirit. Unfinished business. This is universal. Unfinished business, guys. Can't even make it up. It's not over. Something is not over. Unfinished business. What else do we have? Something associated with the mirror or mirroring, reflection, reference, distinguish, appearance. Potentially unfinished business about something, the way somebody is looking at something or seeing something. Yeah, hidden truths. The way people are seeing these hidden truths, they're not seeing them. Something is not clear maybe to the populace or to others who are looking at something. There's some unfinished business. Something's getting ready to be revealed. This group has something to do with activating hidden truths, secrets, treasure, tip of the iceberg. We can see like an underwater, almost like Atlantean city here. Who knows? These might be descendants of Atlantis, right? There might be some entities or beings here associated with Atlantis. But definitely something that these groups will be doing is something that is not known generally at this time, is not seen. Maybe gifts and abilities that they have. I don't know. This group could step out looking like the flippin' X-Men. I don't know. Something big is happening where something's getting ready to be revealed. It's unfinished universal business. It has to happen. There is no stopping it. It's coming through. What is this card? Letting go. Surrender, open, give up, release. Somebody needs to let go of something. Something will be let go of. Maybe people will be letting go of these old viewpoints of things and being able to see like things for what they truly are. Yeah, there's messages coming through. Now, I did hear, it's so interesting this card popped up. I heard about some regions, and I don't know if this is factual or not. I heard about some regions that had like signal disruptions in broadcast and some sort of messaging coming through the broadcast, and then it went away. And this was here in the US. I'm trying to think about where that was because I saw a video here recently. Once again, for entertainment purposes, I don't know for a fact that that was an actual real occurrence, but I did see a few videos talking about that, okay? Could be some sort of communication, like a literal communication coming through on a device of some kind with some information, maybe some messaging coming through on a broadcasting channel or system that many people will see, hear, recognize. It could also be communication that is spiritual, because we talked about the spiritual backplane, like communication stating, okay, it's time to activate, it's time to go. Yeah, there could also be some monitoring of some communication records or call records, instant messaging, DMs. Maybe there's some energies trying to identify who these energies are associated with the spiritual backplane. Because I mentioned earlier with the tarot pull, somebody doesn't want something to get activated. They're trying to put the energy in reverse. So there could be some like monitoring here. Monitoring spirits or monitoring. Yeah, but somebody wants a hidden truth to stay hidden. An energy or energies want some hidden truths to stay hidden. But something's going to happen where they're going to have to release that goal. They're going to have to let it go. There's going to be some sort of communication that activates something or reveals a hidden truth. Yeah. Do I even have to talk about it? We have the crown card here, owner, master, top level. So this could be looking at it a couple different ways, taking energy as it resonates. Energies that are associated with some sort of top level or are masters, ascended masters, spiritual royalty, something like that could be involved here that are associated with this group. Maybe energies that don't even know that they're part of that group, that are actually part of that. This could also have to do with groups that don't want to see things happen that are involved with certain bloodlines, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, that's possible. What else do we have here? This one flipped over. Single, isolation, independent, alone. Yeah, this was kind of laying in the reverse, guys. Uh, this is not going to happen. Right now, there are members of this group that might feel isolated, alone, by themselves. Like they feel like nobody really gets them, understands them. When whatever this is with this spiritual backplane activates, they are going to be working in tandem with other energies. I don't know yet if, because I wasn't able to see if they would know that they're working with other energies, but they are all going to be working in one accord. Okay? So the whole thing of being like an independent, isolated energy just out here living your life, that's getting ready to shift. For some of the collectives that are engaged with this group or part of this group, they're going to start to meet people who are part of this group, whether they recognize it or not. They're going to start to meet people. So the universe is lining things up to get things ready to activate this, or this is already activated. Totally possible. Let's grab a couple more cards. Yeah, it's going to be a big change. This has to do with, remember I mentioned earlier, I saw a butterfly outside. Some of you might be seeing white butterflies, monarchs. I heard blue butterflies. Something here about transformation and evolution. Something is getting ready to change in our world. This is universal. This is universal timing. Yeah, it's going to be like a miracle. Something is getting ready to change. It's going to be like a miracle. This is universal timing. People are ascending. People are ascending and leveling up. Okay? They're not going to be able, whoever they are that does not want this crown or these top level people that do not want to see this change, they're not going to be able to stop it. And they're not going to be able to stop this group from basically awakening. That's getting ready to happen. I'm hearing to go into Moonology. Let's pull a Moonology card here. Spirit, what messages do you have from Moonology? Wow, there's a whole situation getting ready to get activated, and these sleepers are going to awaken, and they're all going to start working on the same thing. Something that looks like a miracle. Dreams coming true, getting what you want. Something having to do with evolution and change in our world is getting ready to happen. It's an ascension energy, level up, promotion, progress. People who felt alone and who felt like nobody understood them, that's all getting ready to change. Look at this. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Yeah, full moon in Pisces. Something going on with a full moon in Pisces. Somebody might be a Pisces. Pisces also represents a very spiritual energy here, guys. It's that spiritual backplane. Could be something happening by the next full moon in Pisces. Okay? Wow. This is interesting. Let's see what the guidebook says about this one. Okay. Full moon in Pisces. This one says, have you been so head in the clouds that you've lost touch with your reality? If so, take this card as a sign that you need to pay attention and make a concerted effort to move towards your goals. Wow. The more practical steps you can take, the better. It's time to find an inner balance between your responsibilities and your dreams. Meditate on your question, and solutions to your issue may now come through very clearly. If you're in a tricky situation because you've been acting the martyr, this card will be a message from the cosmos to drop the act for everyone's sake. Something about the whole energy of empathic energies that want to help or be part of a larger grid of help. You're not supposed to be thinking of it as being a martyr, because you're not a martyr. That's not what's happening here. It's something about working together, in one accord with others to accomplish a goal. okay? So you're being asked to attune with the moon. Meditate every day and see what comes to you. Answers will come. So meditation is important right now. For those of you who resonate or feel you're part of this group, the spiritual backplane that is being activated. Additional meanings for the card. You're in a super romantic but not super realistic state. Follow your intuition. It won't let you down. At worst, this card can herald the end of a dream. The person you're inquiring about is a soulmate. Avoid substance abuse. So those are some additional meanings. Take the energy as it resonates. But in association with today's message, Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. So the full moon in Pisces symbolically marks endings. When the moon is full in Pisces, or whenever you pull this card, it's time to dive deep into your emotions. Practicality is at odds with the numinous Piscean energies that have no borders. So feel your way now. Psychic ability is heightened when the full moon is in Pisces. And soulmates now connect. It's also time to send out your dreams to the universe, releasing your fears. Yep, this is right in alignment with this energy. So those of you who resonate today are really being encouraged to find that balance. Maybe there is some romanticism about, fighting the fight that had you in this energy constantly, right? Constantly in a martyr energy or ready to fight the fight. But you're being encouraged to release that viewpoint and understand things maybe from a different perspective. Release the martyr energy and focus on meditating and grounding, okay? And asking the universe for what it is you desire. Because there is a big transformation and evolution that you are part of that will assist yourself and others, but it's not going to come through throwing bows and swinging on people, and getting out and beating people up and going and attacking people in certain positions. That's not how it's going to come. This is universal, okay? This is what I'm talking about. This is something universal that is meant to happen at the time that it happens. It will not happen before. It will not happen after. It is written in the stars, so to speak. So if you are part of this group, you will be activated at the time you are activated. But you're being encouraged in the meanwhile to release certain thought processes about how to fight the divine spiritual fight. And really tapping in to connection with your guides, universal timing, meditation, grounding, and really diving deep into your emotions and what's coming up, like what is motivating you to hold a martyr energy, if that resonates with you. If that doesn't resonate with you and it's not, the part of the message that is for you, release it. If the rest of it resonates, hold on to that part and release the parts that don't. But definitely something here about balancing your spirituality with practicality. And I think what we're really talking about here today is like how to, release or let go of some beliefs that may not be in alignment with this work that you are in the process of or getting ready to do. Okay? You're part of a larger group. You're no longer a single energy isolated out here. You are part of a group that is about to be activated, and you will be working in one accord with other energies. Okay? Now, I want to just pull just a tad bit of energy here, okay? From boy, there's so many good options. Let me see how much time I have. I don't have much time. Okay, let me pull one starseed oracle, okay? And let me also pull a few cards from the handwritten deck, and we're going to close out. So, Spirit, we have some star seeds that might be associated, or messages might be associated with these groups. What do we have here? messages or star seeds associated with these groups. Cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. This is in alignment with the Piscean energy, the balanced spirituality and practicality. So this talks about really, examining your emotions, why you view things a certain way, like really crack yourself open and see what is going on inside, and also surrendering to the alchemy of life. There's a universal timing for things. So learning how to surrender to that has to do with this group being awakened. What else do we have here? Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. What this gives me, this pinpoint, see how Earth is zoomed way out? A lot of people involved with this group have starseed lineage, and there might also be some beings that are like what we would consider, confirmation, what we consider star-based beings or other, meaning they're not here in human form, or they are energies associated with different, I heard galaxies, universes, things like that, that are assisting Earth at this time. We all hold a common ground here. And the energies that are associated with these groups that are about to be awakened have a focus on assisting Gaia. That is why this is happening at this time. So if you've been really struggling with finding balance, in your life, feeling really consumed with daily activities to the point where you are not able to engage with spiritual activities or connection with your guides, with your universal path, things that you are here to do in this incarnation, you're being encouraged to really gain some balance there. Something about your perspective could shift to help you to understand that, we're all here, that those that are part of this group, we are here to work towards this same goal. It's interesting I said the words we. I think there's a lot of light workers, star seeds, chosen, a lot of different types of collective members that are part of this group. Yeah, forge, don't follow. This is the leadership energy. Who knows? That leader that's stepping up might be multiple energies. May not just be a person or a being. It might be multiple energies that take that leadership or emperor-like form, Pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. So instead of looking for someone to come save you or be the leader for you, be the leader. Be the change you wish to see. This is really powerful, the fact that that is coming out, guys. What else do we have, Spirit? Yeah, you got the love. Hadarian energy. Somebody might be a Hadarian starseed. Codependency and boundaries. Somebody might need to implement some boundaries. Somebody might be a Hadarian starseed. That love that maybe you are looking for externally to come towards you, be the thing you wish to feel. Be the thing you wish to see. There's something about that energy and stepping into that perspective that has something to do with this big transformation that's coming. Lost lands. Wow. I do believe this, that there's going to be some lost lands, communities, spaces and places. We're already seeing a lot of things popping up underwater, right? Like, oh, where did that come from? Whole civilizations underwater, they're starting to talk about it. I believe in a lot of cases they knew, and by they, I mean like systemic, societal structures, organizations, things that do research on these topics, knew that these places were there, spaces and places, but they just weren't talking about it. Now they're starting to talk about that more frequently. We had that energy up on the board already. Soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. Look at this. This is that miracle energy. Something is going to feel like a miracle because it's going to feel like, wow, this is amazing that I'm able to do this, that others are able to do this. This is why I mentioned earlier in the read, the stuff might look like X-Men, from certain people's perspective, the energies that those who are part of these groups are able to step into or to activate or be activated. But there's a lot of memories and gifts that are going to be coming back. You're going to be remembering some things that you had forgotten from previous incarnations or just who you are as a light being. Okay? Yeah. Okay, look at this. I can't even make it up. Bottom of the deck. Trust the timing. Can't make it up. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. Yeah, so for a lot of us, we might have been feeling time speeding up and feeling like, oh, we got to hurry up and rush and get to this and get to that. No, Spirit is saying everything is happening in divine timing. Time is not running out. Trust the timing. Everything is happening as it should. So if you've been feeling anxious or whatever about the timing of things as of recently, you are being encouraged to once again shift your perspective, release that, because things are happening exactly as they should. This also speaks to the timing of this group, this spiritual backplane, this circuitry board that connects all of these beings here on Gaia, on Mother Gaia at this time, are about to be activated in ways they have not been activated in the past. Okay? Let's go on ahead. Let's see what we got on time. Ah, yikes. I'm kind of out of time. But that's okay. I'm going to just pull a few cards here, and then I'll close the energy out, guys. Definitely, if you are enjoying the readings, the downloads, guys, please do like, share, subscribe. Okay? Hit the all button so that you get all of the notifications. Okay? So you don't miss your message. Especially in the timeline that we're in, you don't want to miss your message. Also, you can follow me on TikTok if you're watching me on YouTube. That's at Ora-gen _lightworker. You can follow us over there for more messages and also to join and subscribe and be part of the Ora-gen Collective. So that way you can be connected with others of like mind who are elevating the energies at this time. Look at this. Be fluid like water. Wow, can't make it up. This is wild. You guys are being encouraged to be fluid. Work on your perspective. That's huge. Libra, we may have a Libra here or something here about justice. That's my justice card as well. Be fluid like water. Justice is coming. Justice is coming. Spirit, other messages for the collectives. What do you have? Somebody needs to sit with their pets. We have an earth sign here or earth energy. Okay? This was an ex. Maybe somebody had an ex that was involved with something. Maybe they asked a question about that. More Pisces energy. Everything must go. So there's a lot of beliefs that people are going to have to release. Watch out. There are some energies coming through that are trying to reverse or invert this energy. They can't do it. Things may feel like they're moving slowly, but everything is in divine timing, guys. Just like we talked about. More confirmation. Okay. Somebody might also need to watch out for an ex. I don't know. That I just pull on the energy, guys, and what comes up comes up. Other messages here, Spirit. Thank you. Explore the potential. Oops, we also almost lost that one. Explore the potential. Okay, so somebody has some potential, maybe in a situation coming up here associated with this energy. An opportunity might be coming up. You're being encouraged to explore the potential. How would you know? You won't know until you explore it. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. Other messages for the collective. So we close out this message today. Somebody with a first, middle, last initial L. Maybe a person, a place, or a space with the initial L. Okay, what else do we have? Other messages for the collective as well. Kind of felt like those are going to hit the floor. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, it's time to pick up the pace. Things are not slowing down, they're picking up. Somebody needs to educate themselves on something. Maybe there's some information that you could research or understand that would help you with shifting your perspective. Somebody with the first, middle, last initial W, person, place, or space. 10 of Pentacles energy coming in. Somebody could have the initials LW or WL. You have 10 of Pentacles energy coming in, whomever you are. Yeah, you're going to be smiling about this. Somebody is cold-blooded. Somebody is super aggro that they can't affect this group. okay? There are energies in this group that have dealt with like certain energies being aimed at them to try to get them into a lower vibration. It's not working. You have 10 of Pentacles energy coming your way, and you are going to be very happy about this. That is what is meant. Okay, we talked about, oh boy, wow, we have some things popping up here. Masonic popped up twice. Bad vibes, toxic energy. You don't know the half of it. Yeah, there's some kind of energy around this group that people maybe who are part of the collectives who are connected with all of this have some, maybe a little insight because their spirit team, their guides is giving it to them, but spirit is saying like, you don't know the half of it. It's a lot more going on here, but this truth is getting ready to be revealed. There's unfinished business here. The truth is coming up. It can't be stopped. There's some energies that are trying to manipulate or take advantage of something. Bad vibes. Somebody's ill and not well. I'm not picking up the collectives. There's somebody who's ill or not well, potentially mentally associated with like energies that want to stop, hinder, or block this awakening. For some of you, this might be a past life nemesis. Who's angry? Okay. Wow. Yeah, a lot of anger and some energies trying to isolate collectives. That's weird. Really weird vibes. Okay, let me see if there's anything else popping out of here. Thank you. Yeah, it's magic. So it could be this past life nemesis is utilizing magic or some form of universal arts, okay, towards the number 15 might be significant. The number 12 might be significant, okay? Yeah, someone you know on the 15th or the 12th, or something that happened at age 15 or 12, somewhere in between there. Someone you know. This could be like past life, or this could be a person who maybe is from your childhood that's aggravated, okay? Any other messages? And please believe, like, what I pick up in these readings, it isn't always like a top-down energy that you're feeling. You know, it can be energies or entities close to you that are, you know, pushing certain energies in your direction. And they may not even fully understand why they're doing something. You know, just like there's spiritual circuit boards associated with ascension, evolution, and progress of humanity and the beings here on Gaia at this time. There are other groups that are circuit boards or backplanes that are not working in the same direction, if you get what I'm saying. So, you know, people might find that they're part of a circuit board that's, yeah, egotistical narc energy. Somebody could have a past person or a past life nemesis or something like that that's part of the other spiritual backplane that's not helping with things and wants to keep things the way they are, or not see things, excuse me, confirmation, not see things evolve. Law enforcement, somebody might be in law enforcement associated with this message today. What else do we have, Spirit? Any other messages? Somebody might be dealing with sinus issues that just came out of nowhere. I'm not sneezing or having sinus issues. A Gemini, potentially. We have Gemini energy on the board, or Gemini might be in law enforcement. Okay. Remember we talked about messaging and monitoring of messages. Please, if you are feeling paranoid, please know that more than likely that part of the message is not for you. That would be for somebody who has a feeling that messages, digital tracing, or whatever is already happening. Numbers 2 and 3 are the second and third of the month, second or third day of the week. Ages 2 and 3, 2 and 3 of something, 23. Yeah, somebody is sad about something. Somebody's sad about somebody making progress, new opportunities. There's some sort of hidden meaning here. Somebody might be looking at an allegory or a hidden meaning of something, or might be utilizing one, or part of this reading might be like an allegory. Sometimes the energies come out that way. Spirit confirms. Sometimes. Okay, confirmation. Sometimes it's an allegory, guys. Sometimes it's accurate in like a actual reading. Yeah, stay spiritually tapped in. Spirit is encouraging you to go. You are not supposed to be sitting still. If you are having, somebody might have a kingdom spouse or a soulmate coming through, and you're being encouraged to commune with nature. Somebody might be associated with aliens or entities, or might be getting visited by aliens or entities. Okay, somebody with first, last, middle initial F or D, DF, a divine feminine. What makes you so special? There's a hater. X marks the spot, and it's their ego talking. All right. Q. That's interesting. Q for queen. First, middle, last, initial. Everything in due time. Wait. The plan is in motion. Wow. Guys, that's all I can pull for today. But wow, that is some energy. So basically, we have a group of beings that are connected on a spiritual backplane. And there's some universal timing. Some energy is going to be sent to activate this group. This group has something to do with ascension and evolution on planet Gaia at this time. You're being encouraged to trust the timing. If you're a part of this group, trust the wave. When it comes in, you're going to know. You're not going to feel isolated and alone anymore. You're going to go. You're going to get into action. You're supposed to do that. You're not supposed to sit still. When you have that energy to get up and move and do whatever it is you're supposed to do, you're being encouraged to go with that because it has to do with that spiritual activation. So there's either going to be, keep an eye out, a leader that steps forward, or there's going to be like an energy of leadership from a bunch of energies that kind of gets the ball rolling, and everything's going to shift into high gear. Okay. A lot of Piscean energy here. Be balanced during this time period. So I'm not saying, get into action means, quit your job and abandon your family. Okay, you're being encouraged to be balanced about this because you still got to live while you're taking care of business, whatever this is, okay? Whatever this group is, you're being encouraged to be balanced and be practical, but at the same time, there's something you're being activated on, and you're being encouraged to go with that energy. Okay, guys, so that's what I have for you today. This is your girl, Ora-gen. Thank you so much for being with me today. I'm going to be releasing a bunch of videos, kind of like bloop, bloop, bloop. I have some from the weekend that didn't get released, so keep an eye out. Definitely, if you really feel like the readings are resonating, you can shoot me an email. My email is in the description box. In the description area of the video, you can email me and I can definitely get you set up for a personal reading, okay? And we can go deeper rather than putting a ton of personal information in the videos where anybody can see it. I don't advise that. I've never been a person that advises that. And that's why a lot of times the comments are off because some of the topics, to help protect collectives, I don't want them putting personal information in the comments. So, because some of this stuff, everybody isn't part of the same crew and doesn't need to know all of the details, if you know what I'm saying. So guys, I'm sending so much love and light to those who resonate with today's message. I will definitely be back with you. And I hope that you guys are having an amazing start, middle, into your day, whatever time you found this message. Once again, my name is Ora-gen, guys. This is the Ora-gen Channel. And I look forward to being with you in the next meeting.